So I remember before we are talking about a cooling off period in BC, and it looks like Ontario might be doing the same thing. There's some legislation that might go through where we might have a cooling off period for home sales. So right now, if you buy a condo, I believe there's like a 10-day cool off period for condos. And again, the province announced that the move in a new, basically they announced it on, I believe it was last Friday, an intention to seek input on whether it should be mandatory to receive legal advice before signing a purchase agreement for a sale of a new home. And also whether it should be mandatory to receive, I think I wrote the same thing twice. So that could be coming to the Ontario market where you have a 3 to 10-day cooling off period where you buy a house, you say, you know what, I don't want this no more. And basically you don't have to buy it anymore, and then the seller has to go and relist it again, which is another kind of can of worms for the seller, because selling a home is not the nicest process. Usually you have to uproot some of your stuff, and there's different things that go into where it's obviously not the same as just living in your home when you have to prepare for a sale, especially if you want to do it properly. So,
well, not only that, once a deal falls through, sometimes it gives the house a little bit of a stigma, right? People are like, well, what's wrong with it? Why? Yeah. So it brings a lot of questions to the marketplace that maybe don't need to be there. So that's a tough one.
It is what it is. Whatever the rules and the laws are, we abide by them and move on. With as Anthony and I had this discussion many shows ago, that with every law there's a loophole, and so they can have a 10-day cooling off period, whatever they want, and then that's applicable in a buyer's market, which they already have conditions in there for buyer markets. It's 10 days basically with condos, 5 days with low rises or non-condos without the fees. And basically there's if we're in a seller's market where sellers do not want to accept conditions, and the market conditions are tight enough to allow them to do so, you're just going to see new clauses in there that the buyer it's still conditional for the buyer, but the buyer is putting down a totally non-refundable deposit, or we'll see some variation of this. Now, if a non-refundable deposit is not legal, like you can't do that because there's laws around how the deposit would be, then it would end up being a damn gift. It's going to be a gift to the owner. I will give you, for example, if they're buying it for 1.1 million, I'm giving you 100,000, and I'll purchase the home at $1 million. The problem is that with every rule, we know there are other counter rules. So it's interesting to see how it'll unfold, but it's fine in a buyer's market, but in the seller's market, we're going to find that there's going to be some resistance around that.
Thank you for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed it. And please let us know your thoughts in the comments, as well as any questions you may have. We're live most Saturdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so make sure to tune in. Thank you again for watching, and remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell icon so you can stay up to date on all our future uploads.